Wolf, you almost feel like you heard a voice there.
Huh?
Chosen.
Hello? Tap, 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 tap.
Oh yes.
Chosen.
Okay. Wolf, I believe you have someone waiting for you in the nut.
Someone's in the nut.
I
Tap,
know,
tap.
or the nut is her. I'm not.
Wait,
I'm not
how can you
entirely
be inside
certain.
something and be something?
By being a tree
You're
person.
inside yourself.
I think it's more
It
than the
is true.
whole.
The mind is also inside the body. But either way, it is more about the person is the nut. I think.
Okay.
It was an odd situation. I was examining it
That's great,
psychically
Silas.
just for significance, and
That's great. What do you do?
I am not certain because Silas will look at Wolf. I'm uncertain of how well you might be able to examine something psychically like that, probe into it, because there's.
As he's
Whenever I
saying
did so,
that, I
Mhm.
gather
Okay then.
as suddenly there's a massive burst of verdant energy straight out of him.
Oh god, he's
God.
on the screen.
Wolf, your vision fades.
I back up.
God's Wolf.
I
I would
mean,
do it.
in a 10-foot radius of just bright fucking light and energy. So yeah.
Bright green verdant lives, like storm of leaves. Like, where the leaves came from, you don't know.
Well, you are made of plant.
Wolf just opens his mouth and brah.
It's all coming out of his bag out of the garden.
That's fair. It's an actual feasible place it could come from. But as you channel energy, there's something a bit more to the nut this time that you can feel, as your mind almost just seems to fall between the cracks somewhere. The others just see you fall into this kind of 100-mile stare as this verdant tornado of energy pours around you. But meanwhile, it's you.
Who are you?
And Calamile.
Pause for a moment, making that to memory. Nice to meet you.
I'm glad you're finally here.
Where am I?
I don't know. I think this is me and you, but also not quite.
Really? We've looked at all the flowers.
We're all very... Now that Wolf's actually properly here, this is a very fragrant area. As this kind of strange wind just blows across the plains, the flowers drafting to and fro as pollen dust kicks up into the air, and actually you're channeling here too, as the flowers all seem to bid for your attention.
They all seem to like me.
I mean, they're you. Of course they like you.
Pause for a moment. And then you are...
I am.
Are you me or are you?
Yeah. I'm you, you're me. We're here. We're not here. I'm not you, you're not me.
Alright. Okay. Wolf nods as if that totally makes sense to everyone.
Of course. So Wolf reveals he secretly has 24 int. Understands the workings of the universe.
I think this is a situation where you need 24 wisdom.
Yeah, probably. Plants work on a different wavelength. Come take a seat.
How are we doing?
She kicks her legs. Good, I think. How are we doing?
Good. Kinda hungry.
Been running around a lot lately.
All kinds of weird stuff keeps happening.
She tilts her head. I've seen it, but not quite me.
No, me.
Oh yes, I'm you, you're me, but I'm also me, as you are you. You're a wolf?
So... Silas said you wanted us to meet?
Yes. I've been wanting to meet you ever since you're born.
Creepy.
Humans. You're not wrong. Humans grow up so slowly, though. But I suppose I also grew up slowly once. I just stay like this for longer.
Answer. Does he know what she is?
Roll of nature. Well, it's kind of obvious. I don't think Wolf's met many people who have leaves as part of them. She's quite obviously a dryad. If Wolf's correct, probably quite an old one.
Wait, does that mean you followed me all the way from like the other side of the sea?
I'm still there.
And here.
And here. Because the nut's here. And you're here.
Wait, did the nut cross the ocean?
Oh, the nut's you, with you.
I didn't
But the
find-
nut was once across the ocean just as you were across the ocean. I think the humans call it your country fair. That's where I live too. But I'm there right now where you're not.
Wait, were you in the big forest?
I'm. She tilts her head. I'm in many big forests. Though I'm in the biggest, I think. I don't know if that's the same forest you're thinking of. It could be though.
Right. So, why have you always wanted to meet me?
Of course.
Why? I mean, you've lived a long time. You've got to know lots of people.
I know lots of plants. I know lots of animals. I don't know many humans. Though, she tilts her head. Yeah, you're human.
I think I'm human. But I keep getting told I'm plant.
I think that's me. Also you. She just kind of lays splayed out on in the field.
Lays down next door.
One day, oh, I should tell you, I grow big things like the nut. I grow big vegetables. I grow big trees. I grow big plants. Everything. And one day I grew something I'd never seen before.
Wolf tilts his head.
It was a root, but only a root. But many things are only roots, like carrots, like she lists off a few other vegetables.
Wolf also lists off a bunch of vegetables.
Yeah, like that. But then some strange people came along and said it was important and asked if they could have it. So I gave it to them.
You do with the root.
I don't know if he did. But a while after that, I suddenly felt you. And you're, well, she looks at you, not a plant, but also kind of a plant. But also not a plant. Not truly. You're like a wall.
A wall?
A wall. You're made up of, sticks, bricks, all that stuff. But then you have plants growing on you. And one of those plants is me.
He pauses for a moment.
Wolf confirmed for a potato.
So Aaron was right.
Hmm?
Sorry, one of my friends kept saying I had something in me, like growing in me. That's you.
I don't know if I'm in you. Maybe on you. Beside you?
Wolf shrugs. Mostly right?
I don't know if it matters anyway.
Probably not. So who were these people?
I don't know. I didn't think to ask at the time. It didn't seem important, but I guess it was. Oh well.
Observing the dryad.
She looks almost a bit sad at that last part. There's a strange emotion on her face, as if she doesn't quite know how to show it. But you have the nut now.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't sure what to do with the nut. I was thinking of planting it.
Yeah. I think you could do anything with it.
Big nut. It should grow into something huge, right?
Yeah. I mean, nut, you could do a lot with a nut. You could eat it. You could throw it at someone. You could grow it.
No one knows what it means the nut. Throwing it at someone.
I mean, it's what happens with some nuts. I heard of a human game where we get two nuts, drill a hole through them, put in a piece of string, and then sling them at each other.
Oh. Yeah, I know that. Always felt weird.
Why?
Just didn't feel right.
I mean, I don't think the nut cares.
No. But I cared. Not sure why.
Feelings are weird.
Wolf nods strongly. Yeah, I think I'll plant the nut and grow it into something big, really big. Whatever it ends up being. Do you know what it will grow into?
Do you want it to grow into something? A big
I want it
tree?
to- I mean, I like trees.
She kind of turns over, starts digging her hands into the dirt. As suddenly, oh, there's the nut. She puts her ear to it, gives it a shake. Yep, good for anything. Just think what you want it to be when you plant it, I think. Maybe it'll surprise you. That's are full of
Right.
surprises.
I mean, this was a surprise.
A good one?
Because now I've got a dryad friend.
You can always come back and visit. Well, I guess. Well, you have to wait until the nut grows up a bit.
I can make it grow quickly.
Oh. Then you'll see me very soon. Sure, Zora. Go! Go do it! Time's the present.
Okay.
I'll be here. Oh, wait, before you go.
Wolf was like balancing on one leg right now as he was like about to dash.
Stick your finger in your friend's ear. The tall grey one.
Silas?
Yeah.
Okay.
She disappears beneath the flowers.
As all of you suddenly back in reality, I suppose, just see the kind of whirlwind of energy come to a stop.
He's been doing that for a while now. Do you think he died?
It's been a couple of minutes.
I remind you, this is also considered loud noise.
That's why I was yelling.
Like the noise of battle going on. So as it just kind of calms down as Wolf just kind of stands there as the energy just kind of fades off and the entire ground is covered in leaves.
Are you dead?
And a bit of moss. Wolf shakes his head. No.
What the fuck happened?
Few things. Also, Big.
You walked away.
Oh.
Could that be a surprise?
Aaron approaches you. They like starts manhandling your face, like opening your eye, checking pupil dilation, opening your mouth, checking under your tongue.
Aaron, get off me.
I'm sorry. I like to check on my friends when they suddenly turn into a fucking tornado.
I chose to be a tornado.
I don't know that. Most people can't choose to be tornadoes. So
Most
it
people,
was
most people
a bad
I am.
tornado. What?
Most people just aren't as good as I am then.
Fair. Okay, carry on. What happened?
I met the dryad and who made the nut.
Okay.
So that was a thing. And apparently I'm the dryad is me, but we are each other and we are not each other.
Sounds like cult shit.
No. Apparently some people came along after she grew a root and asked her for the root and she gave it to her and then suddenly she had a connection to me. I think someone might have done something to me in the root.
Okay.
Maybe you ate it.
I don't remember eating it.
Maybe
Wait.
Wolf is a root.
Were you born from the place the dryad like attached to?
I don't think so. I'm human.
Wolf, are you a potato?
Yeah, but you have like plants inside you. It could be a chance that you absorb
Right,
part of where she's attached to.
right, more of plants growing on me.
This is still my running theory until something proves otherwise.
Like she described more like moss growing on a rock. And I'm the rock.
Aaron lifts up Wolf's shirt.
There's a few leaves under there, but they're not attached. They're just from the creating an explosion.
You're not covered in plants. Actually, wait, give me a second. Aaron grabs a magnifying glass out of her back pocket, lifts up Wolf's shirt again, and it looks real close.
It looks like flesh. You weirdo.
No, you're kind of meaty.
Wolf,
Yeah, I'm still human.
do you know anything about your parents? I don't know if we ever asked that.
No. The people
I
at
mean-
the temple just found me today.
You could just be part dryad, honestly. Which would explain an okay amount. Alana shrugs.
Aaron pulls Wolf's hair to have him lean over so she can root around in his hair.
Aaron?
I'm looking for plant.
Wolf's just going to lean the other way, picking you up.
Well, Aaron's currently strapped to Rusty.
Are you trying to say that he can't pick up Rusty?
No, I'm saying you'd rip Aaron in half.
It's more likely that Wolf's hair would probably rip out first.
No, Aaron would let go because she's weak as fuck. Oh, come on. I'm trying to help you out here, man.
Give me a second.
What are you
Wolf
doing?
suddenly just walks straight up to Silas without saying a word.
Wow.
Wow.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that fails. Actually, that meets. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say that at one point Alana like stabs herself so she can trigger Ash's healing axe.
What are you doing?
Dryad told me to.
Lie. Please
Hmm?
stop.
She told me to do it. I didn't ask her why.
Don't just listen to random dryads. Even
I
if you are
mean-
the chosen.
I mean, the Dryad is part of me, so I'm part of hers. But when ourselves,
Isn't it like
It's a
listening
long
to your own
story.
conscious?
don't think so.
Oh.
J-Mac, whenever I was in there, did it feel mentally like Wolf?
Kind of.
Kind.
There's almost a little bit of a feeling that you associate with Wolf, which I imagine is like protection, warmth, caring.
Big meathead. Likes large things.
Wolf is a three-dimensional character, Aaron throws spanner at her.
Alright. Is the dryad cool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the dryad want?
Who I am.
What?
Well, she always could feel me, but she never met me. Didn't know who she
Okay.
was.
What does that mean?
Well, we met.
Oh.
Nice.
What are you gonna do with the nut?
Wolf grinned sheepishly.
What? What? That doesn't fill me with confidence.
I got from that
Okay. What are you doing with it?
secret.
Is it a secret? Can I know the secret?
No.
Why?
Secret.
If I share a secret with you, will you share a secret with me?
I want any of your secrets.
Oh, fine. Fuck you. Well, anyways, does that secret is that secret pressing, or can you help me with something?
I mean, it's gonna take a bit, so I don't have to do it now.
Okay. I'm gonna go get Ash. And Alana, hi. Actually no. Yeah, Ash seems busy. Alana, can you help me with something? You
What
know a
is
lot
it?
about planes and dimensions and portals and crap like that. I need to root around in my father's old stuff. And frankly, you're really knowledgeable in the ideas of planar stuff, and yeah, I need to help. I need your help to root around in his own old research. As long as you swear an oath of secrecy of what you actually see in there, you cannot tell anybody about any of his research.
Not even me. The secret.
Yeah, I it's a lot of
Um,
people wanted his stuff.
Alana just shrugs. She has no use for this.
Yeah, but I still need your help translating stuff.
I mean, I can do that. I'm not going to really care about what I'm looking at anyways. Unless it's like, I don't know, how to separate someone's body from their mind so we can go help a weird necromant kid. We're probably okay that I don't need anything there anyways.
The plan is actually to go around in his stuff and to find stuff and research notes that will help us with the necromancer kid. So it is going to be prevalent.
Well, I mean, even then, it's not like I'm gonna walk around telling people how to separate minds from bodies.
That I wouldn't put it past my father. He was really into constructs, and it's likely at some point in his life he was curious on how to put people in constructs. So it's likely going to be part of his research notes. He was an eccentric man, but I do have a plan now, and it involves actually Dominic helping Dominic out. So it's a plan that you'll be pleased with.
Sure.
Silas, I would like you to come with too, because you have a penchant for finding the most important thing in the room.
I do. It turns out people tend to imprint psychically on things that are important to them.
Yes.
And or important in general.
And Wolf, in case there's constructs in there that find, I don't know why they would attack me, but in case they do, I need a big meat stick. And in case if things are also heavy.
What Ipos do?
Don't touch anything, but come with in case things are magic.
I'm gonna go get Ash because she also has well, they, sorry, also have a bit of mind when it comes to planar stuff.
That works for me.
Lana's gonna go drag Ash's non-existent corpse for Jesse so that he's fakely here.
Yeah.
You bring along a cardboard cutout of Ash.
I mean, Jesse has an eidolon that's a literal angel, so
Kind of.
something like that. I mean, she's not an actual angel, but she's basically an angel.
I know what happens tomorrow. Ash might, be
Crazy
missing,
angel.
fine.
Angel of craziness. Yeah. Okay,
I'm
thanks guys. Oh gosh, I'm worried about what I'm gonna find there. Whew,
You were
okay.
worried about visiting your mother as well, and
I'm
yet-
worried about a lot of things.
Yes, you are, and this is why I'm trying to refute them.
Well, these are things I should be validly concerned about.
Yes, admittedly, this location is one that you probably should be concerned about a little bit.
Oh wow.
Admittedly, however, the school would probably not have it just in a locked room if it was actually active.
It was part of the contingent rules that the school help us move this stuff, but the school cannot get access to any of my father's research notes. They were refused and banned from opening anything.
I mean, yes, but it is still stored in a relatively. It's a room locked in the building.
Yeah.
If it was dangerous, it would be locked in a vault,
It
an actual vault,
locked.
and not.
It is a magically locked door.
It's still a wooden door.
I don't know that. We'll go see. Let's come on. Let's go look at a door.
Yes, that's.
Thanks, guys. By the way, it's a bit of a weird suggestion to help root around on your father's old stuff.
Ipos happy to rummage.
Be careful with what you touch, though.
I know.
You remember your promise?
No. Ipos, no.
Thank you.
He holds up a finger. It's the wrong finger, but he's trying.
He's a bit confused, but the spirit is there.
You head to Aaron's vault.
Okay.
You know now in his next law classes he's going to be asking about the whole legal standing of a pinky swear.
It technically is a binding contract, so you'd have to look at contract law.
It's a verbal contract. At minimum, it's a verbal contract.
Mm-hmm. In fairness, verbal can be very powerful if there's witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
There is at least one.
Okay, how does this work? Aaron roots around in her back pocket, pulls
Aaron's
out the
vault.
takes out the black coin, kind of looks at the door.
The door to the vault's a very secluded part of the school. In fact, it's pretty much down a long length of hallway where it's just the one door at the end.
Feels kind of vaulty to me.
It's a bit ominous, at least.
Yeah, it's spooky. And the coin is solid black.
Do I have spooky music?
But is the door just a door? Or is it a full-on big old steel vault door?
A mix. It's wood with like metal bracings. Though, if you're willing to cast detect magic, you can see there's a lot of words on there.
That's a lot of drawings. I'm assuming they're magic.
They are.
Like, okay. There's a circle here. Coin? Do something?
Do you put the coin, or use the coin to unlock the door?
I assume.
You can do so. The door splits in half, each pulling to the side, and oof, there's this rush of like stale air past you. As you can see inside the room, there's just a thick blanket of dust.
Oh. Okay.
As stated, the school moved it and then they left it alone, and nobody's been here for fucking like months.
Aaron pulls out her wayfinder, taps it a few times, and turns on the light spell.
The room lights up. The room's actually not very big. 20 feet by 20 feet, with one thing inside.
What the?
A 2 foot by 2 foot cube sits in the middle of the room.
What the fuck? Aaron approaches the stone. The cube.
That is a cube.
It's a cube. Why is it a cube? Why is it what? Father, what the fuck? Aaron approaches the cube.
Did you discover?
Aaron can approach the cube.
So we have
It looks almost
Bash for
cube of destiny. The cube's almost disappointingly plain. It almost looks like tarnished iron, though there's segments where it looks like the cube is separated into like 1 foot cubes.
Wait, how big is this cube?
2 feet by 2 feet.
Oh, geez, okay.
2 foot
I thought it
cube.
was like a desk
Hold
cube,
on.
but no, it's a fucking
2 feet by 2 feet. Aaron could fit inside.
Yeah.
person cube.
I have something I didn't expect you to go for this for a while because you're differing on it for like fucking forever, so I don't have anything good drawn up for it, but I have something good next session. But it's like, hold on. If I draw on the top right. Like this. Oops, not like that. And obviously like that on every side.
Were you drawing this?
Above the next to the above the
Oh,
door.
yeah. Aaron's gonna quickly look over it.
It's weird. Obviously you remember your father's stuff being, not inside a cube?
I remember not having it be a cube. Why is it a cube? I honestly, is it? Aaron's gonna quickly do knowledge engineering to identify a wondrous item on it.
Go for it. So try and figure perspective. Oops. Nope.
23 plus 2 if it's a construct.
Alana can aid. She's a knowledge monkey now. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. So yeah, she can be useful in that regard and hit the next DC as well.
Okay. Technically, it is a construct. In fact, thanks to your special engineering thingy, as very few people would have this is almost the key. Aaron, you get the feeling that perhaps your father always maybe expected that one day he might need to run with all his projects, and therefore made something very simple. Just an extra dimensional vault to keep it in.
That is a vault.
The main problem that strikes you is, as you look over it, you have absolutely no fucking idea how you would open this.
Phew. There's markings on it. It's certainly magical. It's certainly a construct.
It's quite vibrant with magic, actually. As anyone with detect magic can detect a fairly strong conjuration, abjuration, pretty much almost every skill of magic except necromancy and enchantment on it.
I'm gonna guess maybe rolling Soulcraft or Arcana might help it then.
Maybe.
Which one would be preferred?
This Arcana for this, definitely.
I'm gonna pretend Ash is aiding me since Jesse's not here. These are 2 things I know that Ash can aid me with. It's Planes and Arcana. Okay, Alana, you did it.
I'll roll independently.
That's wise.
Good job, team.
Like 16s.
Woo! I mean, with a
He
16 and
tries, okay?
he does try. Try so hard. Even with your 16s, you can still identify a few things. There's a sort of low-level effects that you're actually very familiar with. Stuff like alarms, maybe a few spells to keep it waterproof, other small abjurations which just seem to protect it from scoring and marking. But beyond that, you can see like layers upon layers of other protections and maybe even something that's related to opening.
I'm not great with magical runes, but I'm gonna give it a go, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Okay, back up, please. Erin goes into one of her pouches and shakily drinks something quick.
Okay.
Her hands suddenly steady a bit.
Oh, that wasn't a potion, that's drugs.
Yeah, it's drugs.
Disabled device, okay. I was expecting to use magic device.
No. Erin has used magic device. Not much of it, though. She's not good at it.
It's fair. Aaron can pull out some tools, I suppose, and start like clacking with the cube, trying to figure. Is this basically a disabled device to open?
Yes.
Yeah. Aaron, you don't feel like you failed, but you feel like, yeah, that's not a beatable DC. But you do find something odd. As at one point you like tap one of the centers of the cubes with a rod. Something small extends out.
Oh, Father, really?
It almost looks like a metallic bone.
reach down and look at it?
Yeah, it looks like it's the end of a metallic bone made out of pure silver.
Is it sticking out of the cube?
Yeah. You can't actually see, like, where it sticks out is just pure blackness.
Touch it?
The blackness or the bone?
Cube. The bone.
You can touch it.
Can I,
It's cold to
across
your
one of those
touch.
lines, can I move it across one of those lines, like up to the top side?
No. It doesn't move no matter how much you push, pull, or tug.
What in the world are you? Can I push it back in?
Yes.
Huh. Take it out again,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna go around to the other sides and see if I can do the same thing.
Like, push it back in?
No, go to the other sides and see if I can get another bone to come
Oh,
out.
if you can get another bone out? No.
Father,
Oh, wait,
what
actually, did you push it back in, then try
Yeah.
that? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, actually, you'll be able to get a bone from any side if you push it back in first.
God, dang it, Father.
Hippos
Last
looks like
thing.
he really wants to try his way.
Hippos, please don't.
He's not, but he really looks like he wants to.
Alright, okay. Let's think about this a different way. If I was my father, how would I make this? I just want to think about this, and I want to roll my silversmith craft check just to know about this.
I don't know.
Because it'd be like knowing about a profession, and this would be like knowing about my father's profession.
The only reason I'd say it isn't applicable is because this isn't necessarily due to your father's profession. But you can roll me an int check.
Oh, okay.
I suppose it technically be bosom, but I'll let you use int.
Ooh, that's painful.
Erin she's almost at a loss for words. What could it be? There's so many options, there's so many choices. What is this cube?
What the fuck is the cube? What the Father? God damn it.
Oh, this is painful.
Rusty, what is it?
Rusty comes along after you call him and then puts his mouth around the bone.
Really?
He pulls and the bone moves.
Really? Seriously? Really, Father? Really? He's not a dog. It's not a dog. It's a construct. He just looks like a dog. Oh my god. Okay. Could you pull it out, Rusty?
He can. As he does so, the cube begins to glow. As the last gift he left his daughter activates. Or, I suppose, the gift he gave his daughter, Rusty, opens his last works to Aaron. And I suppose all the others too. As the cube folds out, encompassing the entire space of the room. And suddenly, Aaron, it's like you're back home again. What was missing from your mother's room, it's all here. Almost a carbon copy.
He's literally just folded up the room. Huh.
As the rest of you, I mean, Aaron, how would disappear to the others? What does Aaron's back home look like?
It's a bit raggedy, honestly. There's two significant parts to it. The front part is common silversmithing work, jewelry, pocket watches, clockwork stuff, things that would run a standard store with. People on the streets would sell. The only unique thing about that is the fact that there are some very strange metals used in the process. Like there's a pocket watch with adamantium hands, various types of scrap metals that would be pushed together and used. There's trinkets and charms and just things that look pretty on various work desks and stuff and hanging up as display. But on the other side of the room, intermixed halfway through, is a mess of things: tools, parts, gadgets, things that don't quite make much sense, things that things that are working on highly advanced pieces of science and technology that don't make much sense. You see a small ring sitting on a desk, for example, that you originally think it's a mirror as it reflects the room, but as you walk around it, you notice that it's not reflecting the room, but you're seeing through it into a different plane. And as you track across, you're looking at different mechanical pieces and works on the other side. And next to it are two very long, thin, needle-like contraptions used to reach into the donut and work on machinery on the inside of that pocket dimension. There's these little rings all over the place with different types of machinery and technology within it. Books scattered all over the place, parts and notes and whole slews of things, piles of mechanical and metals and organized bolts and types of metals ready to be forged, small blowtorches and a pocket furnace that can use to be heated up and form metals. It's a really weird mix of this is a job and a hobby and an obsession. And also sitting on a few places on the desks are little portraits and pictures and stuff of family and notes and medicine books and things like that. Certainly not the primary focus of the room, but it seems to be later additions.
As you've unlocked, at the very least, the first layer of the cube, which just appears to be, yeah. There's even doors to the other parts of your house, but I imagine it wasn't very large. There's the other places too.
Yeah, this was his front workshop. He didn't have much of the advanced stuff out here, but this is generally the room that I knew. Back there should be his advanced laboratory, and over there is the main construct assembly stuff. I think. At least that's where he got all the things, where all the constructs he would build came out of. I You spent a lot of time back here, and I didn't really explore much, so I guess we can open some stuff up. If you guys would like to help, we can search this room, but I don't think we'll find much on it. What we're looking for, at least. His advanced notes would be deeper in and much more protected from thieves and other people who wanted to research.
Our house in the middle of the street.
Oh. Aaron's also going to quickly realize something and quickly look around. Is there like a way I could fold the cube back up?
As you start looking around, unfortunately, for all the clutter, it makes it a little bit difficult. But
Yeah.
probably after like a minute or two, you'll find that same silver bone. But this time, it's just kind of—it's not actually anchored to anything. It's just a bone this time.
Huh. I guess I can put it away at least. That fills me with a little bit more confidence, so when we leave, I can at least put things away.
I mean, that's fair.
Silas, do you notice anything?
Yeah,
No.
Silas, it's just of what it looks like. People lived here. It looks like there's a history here. It's just blank.
There's nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
Nothing.
But
There
there's
are
obviously
no psychic imprints
Oh,
at all.
huh.
Nothing.
Is that a bad thing?
Yes. Well, not bad per se, but it is a concerning thing because this is obviously a lived-in house.
Ipos gets it.
A lived-in house.
Ipos
Pictures. A
understands.
family.
What do you mean you understand? What?
It not have psychic-y stuff cause it not your home. It just look like that. It like looking at painting of it. He not imprinted on it cause it just picture. He imprint on actual home.
I throw a bolt at Ippos.
I don't think that is correct, Ipos, because of the fact that there's stuff that has been worked on directly in this room.
Does the bolt bounce off Ipos' head?
Ipos saves to disbelieve the bolt.
Go for it, I guess.
Was that wisdom or a
Yeah,
will
or
save?
will save.
Will save, yeah. Plus whatever bonuses for actively disbelieving. But that's a 19. Well, technically, if it's an illusion, it'd be a 17 because fuck you drawbacks.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the bolt feels very real as it plonks off your head.
Tonk.
Oh,
Ow.
both Wolf and Ipos, you can also feel it's just like it's dead in here. Wherever, as a druid, Ipos can kind of sense the world and as such, but it's not here. There's not even like the small little traces of life, like roots and weeds that I'd sometimes burrow into houses. And same with Wolf. There's just like And obviously you can see no plant life in here, but it just doesn't feel like it's a living space.
I will say that that might be a feature of Silvermount.
It is unlikely because even constructs sometimes have psychic imprints by their creators.
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm
true.
feeling nothing, not from the pictures, not from the half-done watches, not from the tools. The tools are the biggest one because if they are the tools that he used day in and day out, they would have fairly strong psychic imprints of, at the very least, his drive to work. But for now, there's nothing.
Erin's going to quickly look around for something, because this is the room that she kind of knew.
Yeah.
Is there like a note sitting on a desk?
Probably, yeah, you probably find like reminders just kind of stuck to everything. Like, remember, update this project. Remember, talk with Aaron about X. Maybe even some things you recognize, but it's just from a long time ago. Your father is one of those people who just stick notes to everything to try and remember, but then eventually the notes just kind of become background noise and they just stay there forever.
We should move on. If there's no psychic significant thing, then we should move on and try to find a different part of this house. Well, if he's able to fold an entire fucking home into a box, then there has to be something we're looking for here, right? If you guys want to keep going.
If possible, follow Aaron if Aaron want to keep going, even if Aaron keeps throwing bolts at his nose.
And yeah, sorry. Okay. Aaron's gonna go up to door on the left. Give it open.
It opens. I mean, here's what I'll say. All the doors lead to like places I remember, like, oh, there's the bathroom, there's like our closet, there's my parents' room. It feels a bit weird going in here. But there's not like a door that leads elsewhere. Like the front door is there, but it doesn't open. Windows are there. They don't really actually show anywhere though. If you'd had windows.
All right. One last thing. Aaron goes into her pocket, pulls out a gadget.
This is like secret doors.
Yeah.
You can cast detect secret doors. Aaron, something happens. As your sparks skitter about the room, they all collect around one book.
Book? How's a book a door? Aaron goes to the book.
It appears to be a journal.
Pulls it out. Flip it around.
Like the pages, or are you just like whapping the book around?
No, she's just looking at like the cover and stuff, and then she'll open it up.
It looks just kind of like maybe one of the standard kind of journals that your dad would have used for logging research. But the first page reads as thus. Aaron, I see you found your way into my secret laboratory. Don't make too much of a mess here and be a bit careful. I hope to show you around here once myself, but knowing you, you probably snuck in here somehow. As there's now just afterwards just a list of things like very much of what projects he was doing at the time. Like, oh, this is the project for probably something like weird agricultural robot thing. And then another one for, oh, here's a door that could link to another place and stuff like that as he lists. Don't touch this. You can touch this. Don't touch this.
As I look through this notebook, does it can I make note of these projects around the room?
Yeah, you can see them.
Okay.
I'll make an actual list for you after session. I'm not going to do it right now because there's, well, you know, as you said, your dad does a lot.
Yeah.
As you start nearing the end, there's just a page that says, Aaron, I'm very proud of you. This has been my life's work, and one day I hope it will be yours. Of course, I would like to have this conversation actually in person, but come find me when you find here. I'd like to share it with you.
Find?
Rivian.
Find? What? Aaron's going to quickly do an appraise check to see how old this ink is.
Okay.
Fucking no idea.
Ooh. The sensible part of Aaron's brain does read, You know, chances are he didn't plan on dying. So, this was maybe just meant for if you somehow managed to find your way in here.
Oh.
The less
So,
sensible, more hopeful part of Aaron's brain goes, could he be alive?
then, flipping through his projects, is there one that's pretty notable in extra-dimensional space?
There's the one that you noted before that seems to be looking elsewhere. There's a few others though. Mostly, there's one about kind of like loading a construct within a construct so that the bigger construct can release the smaller constructs. Some kind of mothership project. And a few other things like that. A lot of them are marked as "Don't touch this."
Right. Yeah, I'm not gonna yell after listen to that. Sorry. All right, guys. Here's 2 projects split between yourselves. Which ones you want to go look at? I'll go look at this one. See if there's anything we can find of use for actually opening a portal. In the notes, at least.
All right.
Here you can have the mothership project, and Alana, you can have the. I don't even know what to call this one. It's unnamed.
Okay.
I'll go look at this one. Yeah, Hippos can do that.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. He is not a book learner. He will not go searching through journals and stuff.
Yeah, Erin's gonna do that. She's gonna go look at the one that was on the desk that he was working on and see if there's any notes about how he opened the extra dimensional space to be sustained.
I'm thinking now might be a good time to end, just because I don't want to get too far ahead from Tor, but also because I have a feeling this is gonna be a lot of writing. So it might just be the sort of thing I'll fire at you over the weekend. You can search the house more, as I'll drop an actual floor plan.
Okay.
Of course, ask questions here if if you're interested in anything. Be about for a while.
So Silas didn't detect anything, not even like the passive.
Sure. No, I mean, obviously you're still psychically vibrant and beautiful and all that.
Yeah.
But it's
But
just nothing in the
that's it.
houses.
Yeah, it's only us, which is weird. Because even if Silas is out in the middle of, like, in a cave somewhere, he's going to feel psychic imprints in some manner.
Right.
It's like everywhere is touched by like the slight, like even in places that aren't like homes, like even just in the middle of a forest, like spirits, plants themselves, insects, they all leave small psychic touches.
There's always something living there. And even
It's
if
like
not,
how
psychic energy spreads a little bit.
it's like how every glass surface in a house with a toddler has smudges on it.
Good analogy?
Look, my brother doesn't stop touching the fucking banister. It looks disgusting all the time. In reality, that's my parents' fault for getting a glass banister.
Yeah, why? That
It
just
looks
doesn't seem
good.
like a good idea, especially if you need to, like, ever move any furniture up and down the van, like up and down the stairs.
Yeah, like I don't know, aesthetic.
For later note, I guess one thing I can ask is there's the silver bone for that I saw originally. Is there a different silver bone just throughout the house?
Not that Aaron finds.
Is there another bone or a
No.
dog toy?
You can find various dog-related things, as it seems like your dad, like a lot of his constructs, kind of take from life. Some of them look like, you know, cats. Others look like dogs, bears, all that sort of thing. Which is kind of weird because he wasn't like that, at least from what you remember.
That's weird.
And again, who knows? This is his secret laboratory.
Last time I checked, my father did not have an obsession with biology, but I guess that's a thing now.
Well, I mean, he was a construct maker, and so he seemed to model his constructs after living things, so it makes sense.
Why would you do that?
Because living things are very efficient. They are good at what they do.
Yep, they could be better.
Yes, and that's why they're constructs. Rusty is like a dog, but better because he can shoot nets out of his mouth.
That's because I added that.
Exactly.
Still, the
And
dog
even by base, he doesn't tire.
I suppose. It's still a bit disconcerting when you see a giant metal bear, half missing its face, standing in the middle of the room.
Yeah, you're lucky it can't rain here and have lightning, because otherwise it'd be very scary.
Yeah.
I mean, lightning can be provided.
Technically rain as well.
Form of leaves.
You can do it.
That's really what's up with the fucking animals?
Maybe your dad's secretly a furry.
That'd be weird.
Wouldn't be inaccurate.